on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the New Orleans Saints trying to put the sting of last year's NFC Championship game no call behind them as they play host to a preseason favorite in the AFC South, the Houston Texans. I'll look back to opening weekend at halftime, but now it's off to Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Deshaun Watson ready to lead the Texans offense, coming off a great turnaround season in 2018. Remember, 2 years ago, he missed much of his rookie campaign with a knee injury, but he led the Texans to an 11-5 record and an AFC South title last year. Here's a guy on his fourth franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's third down. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game one of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So here are the Saints under longtime head coach Sean Payton. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
Throwing now is Brees. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Brees. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now out comes Houston. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Let's go, defense.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Breeze now. It's Hill, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. On first down, Breeze. And brought in by the tight end, Cook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Well, this is caught by Gill. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. They'll run it with Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Breeze. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut, taking on the Oakland Raiders, the final home opener for the Silver and Black in the East Bay. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Ginn. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got Smith here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Two receivers left, one to the right. Shotgun now for Brees. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Brees now to throw. Again has it complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brees. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lutz's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Watson. He finds his man Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On 3rd down, Johnson. Big hold of the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we are at halftime of the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here now, a look at Drew Brees in our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Brees now on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Brees to throw. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again.
Set. 95-56. 95-56. Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rep.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Brees going to throw. Complete at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
They'll run forward with Hyde. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On second and goal. Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. From the 44, Watson, and that's going to be incomplete. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they had split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. And that was just brute strength against brute strength, and defensive brute one out there.
We often talk about leverage in a game. Offensive line versus defensive line. Who can get lower and create some space? In this case, as you pointed out, the defensive line got it done.
And they went to the fullback dive, could not get the first. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this one complete to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Ready. Check 55. Coming to you. Coming to you.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Set. 95-56. 95-56. Get in the right room. What?
On the counter, here's Kamara. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This is Murray. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
What's tight? Tight is right.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Let's go, let's go.
Watson and the Texans now down by 10, a little under 2.5 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson now to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a play fake here on first down. Open man, the tight end fells. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. It's complete, Stills. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. To throw is Watson. And that will be incomplete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
The busy night continues for Kamara, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to throw, Brees. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here.
95-56, 95-56. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind.